Hello everyone, so today I'm doing another video for you all. So today's video is I'm going to show you all the TV shows that I have been watched on Netflix and on Disney Plus and all my box sets that I watch. So I do have to say that before I say them all, I just want to say that my favorites are completely different to everybody else. So please don't judge me if you don't like them. This is just what I love to. This is what I love to watch. So the first TV show that I watched is Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf is about this boy who turns into a werewolf overnight and has help from his family and friends. And he has to keep the secret for a long time because not everyone can know that he's a werewolf. So yeah, and so that's what the show is about. You might know the main character, Tyler Posey. So yeah, he plays Scott McCall if you don't already know that. So yeah. The next TV show that I watched is called Riverdale. Riverdale is a TV show. It's a TV show of of who killed who, and it's about this town. It's about these people who live in. It's about these people who live in this town called Riverdale, and they get to experience life, in a way that they don't want to live by, because people are getting killed or kidnapped and use the drugs and all that. So yeah. And the next TV show that I watched is called The Cocker Med. The Cocker Med is about a hospital show, and it's the only hospital show that I watched. So yeah, and my favorite person in the show is Ethan Toy. He's one of the male doctors, and he's my favorite, and he's also my bae. So yeah, he's really cute. The next TV show, I'm pretty sure everybody watched the show, and it's called The Office. If you know The Office, you're a great person. So basically, it's just people in an office, in Dunder Mifflin's office, trying to sell paper. That's all it's all about, selling paper and funniness in it. The next TV show that I watched is called Pretty Little Liars. Pretty Little Liars is about these girls who live in town of Rosewood, and one of the girls went missing. And they all thought that she was dead, but actually she just kidnapped and disappeared for a long time, for the most long time ever. The next TV show that I watched, it was called Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time is about fairy tales and how fairy tales meet up with. And Once Upon a Time is about fairy tales and how people are connected to the fairy tales in this world called the Enchanted Forest, and everyone knows everyone in different part of the story, and each one of the characters, like every fairy tale, every character has their own backstory, and it's really cool. The next TV show that I watched is called The Next Step. The Next Step is about a dance. It's all about dance, and that they competed in like nationals, sectionals, and internationals, and there's some of love drama, some of like just sometimes it's bullying, sometimes it's like a bit of like little drama and stuff like that because TV shows is way better with drama in it, or some sort of drama. The next TV show is actually my favorite cop show. It's called CSI Miami. CSI Miami I grew up with. I watch it every time on E3 at 8 o'clock every Thursday, and it's just an amazing show. And my favorite character in it is Ryan Wolf. He's really cute, and he was my first ever TV crush. Actually, he's my favorite. He was my he's my fictional. He was my favorite. Sorry, he was my first ever fictional character crush. So yeah. The next TV show that I watched was really popular. It is called Supernatural. Supernatural is about these brothers who became hunters, who found out that their mother died in a house fire by this low level demon who can set houses on fire and kills them. And so so they hit the road. So the two brothers, Sam and Dean, hit the road to avenge their mother's death, and then their father's death, and then they go around like making everyone's nightmares go away. So yeah, so they can sleep better at night, but hopefully but sometimes it doesn't work. So yeah. The next TV show is actually my favorite TV show right now. It is called Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds is my second favorite cop show. It's just about like your average day in Virginia, in Chronicle. It's just a Criminal Minds is about these people who this group of people who are the FBI, and they live in like Virginia, Chronicle, and they live in Chronicle, Virginia, and they go around in the private jet to solve different crimes all over the world, and sometimes they get them. Sometimes when they arrest the bad guy, normally they will kill themselves or end up going to jail. So yeah, sometimes it's a victory, sometimes it's a fail. But some bits are funny, some bits are quite serious, and so yeah. But some bits can be dark. But I don't really get sensitive when it comes to that because I'm not that type of person that takes things seriously all the time. And the next TV show that I watched, I used to watch this on Netflix until they took it down, which was upsetting for me. And this TV show is called Grimm. This show is about this guy who is a detective. And his name was Nick Burkhart, and he's a detective, and he found out one night that he was a Grimm by his aunt who was like hospitalized for a few days and ended up dying. And then he goes around with his partner in crime, and he solves these really weird cases that involve him being a Grimm. So yeah. So the next TV show that I watched is called Charmed. Charmed is about these three girls who became witches overnight, and it was like descendants down to the family, like generation by generation. So they like got the powers and all that, and they didn't even want them at first because they have other things to do like jobs and all that. But they realized that saving innocence is the right thing to do, so they end up like saving a lot of people and stopping the world from ending and stuff like that. So yeah, some bits are funny, some bits are like really cute and serious and all that. So yeah, but it's really good, and it went on for like season 8, and so yeah, and they had like a one major main character dead, but then one of the other girls on the show took over the role. So yeah, so that continued on. So yeah, after that, so and the next TV show that I watched is called Primeval. Primeval is about this group of people who has experience of Primeval is about this organization who takes down these dinosaurs that goes to these anomalies, that these anomalies are like holes from time and space, and that the different type of dinosaurs can come into the future and in the present, and some of the dinosaurs or creatures can come from the past, future, or present, and this team ends up like putting them to sleep and then returning them back to the original timeline. So yeah, but sometimes it can be like a minor character death that we all like, or just something like it's like that. So yeah, so it's basically about these holes that are anomalies that these big creatures, dinosaurs, can come through, and they can come to like the past, the present, and future. They all came in different space and time, in the different timelines. So it's like that. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm getting it all confused. It's been a long time since I watched. So yeah. So the next TV show that I watched, it is called The Flash. So if you know Grant Gustin, you may know the show called The Flash. It is about this. It is about this guy and this boy who was hit by Harrison Wells accelerator, and it blew up, and that gave Barry powers, and then he goes around and saves people's lives and all that. But sometimes it can cause a minor character death or anything like that. So yeah, and they call themselves they call themselves Team Flash. So yeah. So the next TV show that I watched is called Lost. Lost is about this group of people who was crash landed on this island, and they don't know, and they're all really confused and really angry, and they are feeling a lot. They are feeling like a lot of emotions. So sometimes they do a fight over like things like water or food or like that, or for survival. So yeah, and but they have to carry on living on this island until they get help. So yeah, but they did get help, and then they had to come back to the island, because we confusing with them. So yeah. And the last TV show that I watched, it is called Glee. Glee is a musical TV show. It's about these group of people who are in this choir called the New Directions, and they go around doing soul choirs, sectionals, regionals, and nationals, and they won the entire competition, and it's just basically them going around doing these choir shows, and at the end of the year, some people like graduate, and they like keep on putting on new people in and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and that's all the TV shows that I watch on Netflix, Disney Plus, and on my box sets. So yeah, I know. See you, and I hope to see you next time. And please subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Mwah.